Players, do you want a backstory for your character that makes it more fun to play and doesn't take forever to make? DMs, do you want to know how to finally get a backstory from your players in the first place? Well, I got you covered to create a backstory that's not too long, not too short, but just right. So let's roll it. Welcome to the Dungeon Coach. I'm the Dungeon Coach. I'm gonna help lower that DC in your game by lowering the difficulty and time it takes to create your backstories. So if you want to streamline your game and make it easier with these creative tools that I give you guys each week, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my new stuff. Backstories give you a direction and a purpose. I call this a driving force towards where you want to go and what goals your character has. What do you want to accomplish? Why are you playing this character? Even having just the sliver of something to help guide your decisions helps you actually role play your character. A lot of new players presented with decisions just might hypothetically or arbitrarily do whatever sounds right, or what just might be a cool thing to see happen, or what they themselves might do. And that's totally a way to play the game, but that's not role playing a character. Time out! Man, I'm burning through these things. I wanted to say this because, man, this is a hot topic for me, but this does not give you a free pass to go to the other end of that spectrum and be that annoying player that always says, oh, well, hey, that's what my character would do, right after they pull some jerk move at the table. I could do a whole rant video on this, so I'm gonna stop here with it, but make sure when you create a character, don't create an awful character that isn't fun to play with, because in general, this is a team game, you know. Okay, rant over. So you don't have to have your entire backstory figured out, and in fact, a lot of people really like to discover their backstory as they play, and that's totally fine. But what is the minimum that I require from my players when they create their backstory? A goal and a quirk. That's it. Goals help give your character purpose, and quirks help you find fun ways to role play that character and really bring them to life. I've used the random roll tables here with literally every single new player of mine that's never played a role play game before, because it really is a different experience than a normal game to role play a character. Once we have all the big stuff out of the way, like class, race, and background, I have them roll on these two tables for some inspiration on how they're gonna play this character. They roll on tables as many times as they need to. Links for both of these PDFs will be down in the description. Now for my DMs out there, you gotta get some backstories from those dang players. Wait, they still might be here. Me personally as a DM, I am huge on backstories in my game, and this is actually my third video over backstories. The first video I made answers the question of which should come first, the class or the backstory. And the other one is, as a DM, how to take those player backstories and weave them into your world and create an entire campaign from your players' backstories. Backstory ideas give you story ammo to use on your players. Let's say your players have some friends and family. Well, that's great ammo to evoke some emotions with. Have those family NPCs sharing some successes and celebrations and say some nice things to them. Or you could have them show some extreme disappointment in the choices they've made, or kidnap them and kill them. Man, that got dark fast. Now, I'm only partially kidding when I say this, because don't get me wrong, I've killed my fair share of NPCs, but I usually use this as putting them in danger, and then whenever they are rescued, they're in a better place. My DM tip for that would be things your players value, put it in jeopardy, but don't just rip it away from them. And if you are gonna rip something important away from them, make sure they had a chance to save it, or at least felt like they did. But it's more than just the people they know. It's about what they want to do, their goal. If you have ever wondered about what your players would want to do next, or what things interest them, look at their goals. Throw stuff at them that overlaps with one or multiple of their backstories. And if you want to be that next level DM, combine all their goals into one quest that actually ties into the main storyline. That'd be next level. But players having a connection to your world like this won't happen near as easily if they just filled out a basic character sheet, sit down at the table. Yeah, I guess they'd be ready to play, but are they really invested? Are they engaged, and are they connected to their character and the other characters at the table to be excited to come back and see where this thing goes? Whew, so all of that sounds like a lot of work, and you really need to have the right players to have that happen. I would disagree, because every player I've had, from older veteran players all the way to younger kids who have never played before, you can hook them with a good backstory, even if it's super simple and basic. With this backstory template I created for you guys, I've been tweaking it for years now, and it truly helps players of all kinds generate a backstory that they feel connected to and is simple to make. And real quick, I want to say a big thank you to my supporters over on Patreon and YouTube members. I have a sneak peek of some stuff coming for you guys that I've been working on. my Chronomancer Wizard and other homebrew subclasses, new weapon features, a finished document over all the planes of existence, and this one's going to be huge, but a homebrew race and feat customization system that I've already put a ton of time into. Some of these things will be free to all my patrons as I update all my reward tiers. And the rest will go to those young dragons above who already get all those digital resources. So thank you guys so much for all the support. And if all that Patreon stuff interested you, I have a link right here, and here's some more videos. You guys want more D&D content like this? Click right here and subscribe. This week we did backstories. Next week we're going to create an entire city in less than 5 minutes. So until next time, stay creative and think outside that box. Peace.